One thing that I want to say to you as the industry, actually I have a team, or South Africa, let me not say me, South Africa has a team of how many people, 300 people, 300, 400 people, that will make this industry work. Because when I look at this in the left-hand welders, and thank you, Dirk, for introducing that left hand, because I remember when I was in Cape Town, you always used that example, and we thought that would be a fun one. But if you look at the problems to solve for us as an industry, we really cannot do it by ourselves. And you know, whether it is in Durban and all the service providers, or in Johannesburg, Sandton Convention Center, and everyone that is here, it's really because you, as the industry, came together and say, we want this to work, we want it to be better, and we want it to be bigger. So for me, it's really a privilege, and thank you so much to SAACI, that we can come and that you can keep us honest, and that we can come and be accountable to you. Because when we started off with the business events industry strategy, we went around the country, and the CEO, Tulani, did mention this morning that we signed a pledge in 2012, at the SAACI conference of 2012, and we just started. I remember the team was more or less, most of them actually be announced at that meeting, and you know, I want to take you on a journey today and come back to you as the industry and say, how far did we come, and how far can we go?
I pledge to inspire my colleagues and the entire South African events industry to create truly unforgettable business events in our country. Because I believe that there is no limit to what we can build when we work as one. When we work as one, we win as one. What we do today will reaffirm our position as a global player, as the leading destination for meetings, incentives, conventions and exhibitions, both big and small.
Can you all remember that? We pledge there and we say that we will grow this industry. And I'm coming to you today to say, we are halfway through it. Will you please pledge with us again? And I hope that when I tell you the story, that you are willing. At the end of this session, there's a little block in your bags. And I'm sure James already said, what is this block about? You know, because it's this. And you're going to all sign, but only if you believe that I convinced you to sign with us again. Because if we pledge here that as an industry we're going to grow South Africa as a business events destination, then only you are going to sign with us. So then we came to, we promised that when we did the pledge, we promised then that we will do a positioning campaign for South Africa as a business events destination. And we got to a wonderful conference of SAACI in Port Elizabeth. And you know, for me, what was so amazing about this industry is that places like Port Elizabeth, St. Lucia, yes, today we are in Cape Town, but it also shows you that all those things that we're talking about, regional spread, and can it actually happen in other places? Yes, it can happen in other places. In smaller places. This industry is not an industry where it can only be in big venues, and there is the variety of what we can go after is so wide and big that we can also help our regions, our provincial tourism authorities, our convention bureaus, to spread this business. Because if we go, when we go into the feedback later on, you will see how powerful this industry is to actually bring in the money into our country, GDP, and all those job opportunities that we are looking for. So then we launched in 2013, July, at the SAACI conference, the Rise With Us campaign. Yes, then we rised with us, and you all did, because if we look at the feedback and how we grew, did we actually meet the targets that we said that we will? And I want to say to you, yes, we did. We are ranked still #1 in Africa and the Middle East. And the other day, I made this statement in Parliament, and they were saying, no, it's not true. We can't say that we are how can we beat the Middle East? No, we do. When it's coming to business events, we are the #1 destination. And we are actually by far the #1 destination in Africa and Middle East. And we are ranked 32 globally. Now, if you think of how many destinations in our competition, then I think as a country here at the southern tip of Africa is really doing very well. Can we do better? Of course we can do better, but then we need you all to pledge with us.